This is Water Over Toilet Paper, and today I'm reviewing Little Things Season 4. Little Things, starring Dhruv Sehgal, Mithila Palkar, Navni Parihar, Rishi Deshpande, and a lot of other people that I couldn't find the names of because no one cares enough to write the cast list for this very popular show. The show is about Dhruv and Kavya, these young people, how they navigate the ups and downs of their relationship, their work, and having to discover life. And it's about the little things of life. My opinion on Little Things as a show till now is that I enjoy it. I really like the first season. I would say the first season is very rewatchable, just fun. That's the season I feel like really owns up to the title of Little Things, where it genuinely feels like it's just a couple doing random things and you just watch it because they're well written and they're fun to watch and they're cute and all those things. And season 2 is when they started becoming more of a TV series with like plot lines are much more connected, episodes are much more intertwined and things like that. I would say Little Things season 2 is the best season out of all of them, even though it's much farther away from the first season, but it's still really well done.
I thought you were happy with what we have.
Maybe I'm not, dude.
Season 3 is where I was like, it's okay. Like, it was kind of blah. It feels very rushed. Felt like they could have waited and spent more time on the writing side of things. And season 4, as usual, the characters and the performances, mainly by the two leads, that is the show in all the seasons, and they stayed as good as they were. The other positive I would say is the general vibe of the show. It's a very breezy show that you can watch anytime. The apt comparison might be to something like the Before trilogy, where it's just like two people talking for most of the time, and that's mostly the show. And if you like that vibe, you will like this season as well. This is the last season. I would say this is a pretty nice ending to their characters. Even though I didn't enjoy it as much as season 2, it's nice to see these characters evolve over the years from the people you meet in season 1 who are like pretty young, and now when you see them becoming proper adults and having proper jobs and thinking about growing old and aging, and all these themes do resonate well. It feels like a nice send off to these characters. Yeah, I would say that's most of the positives. The one of the major flaw that I noticed sort of immediately was that the writing felt just a little off. It's not like terrible bad. It just had a little more mechanicalness to it. And I saw that it was not written by Dhruv Sehgal, who I would say is mostly responsible for the entire show. He wrote most of season 1 to 3, and he didn't have anything to do in terms of writing in this entire season. And that really shows. I think that's one of the problems of the show. I don't know if he didn't want to write it or what, but if you notice keenly, you can sort of see that the voice feels a little different from all the other seasons. And one of the other odd things they did is the first episode especially, they had this weird shift of tone, their weird direction, I guess, directorial choices. I guess they really shot it like some big budget masala movie in a way, where there's an introduction shot for the heroine and she gets down and it's slow motion and you slowly pan up and you see her and all that. It just didn't feel like Little Things. The other major problem, it was trying really hard to have one moral per episode almost. In the first 10 minutes of the episode, they establish some sort of moral dilemma that Dhruv or Kavya has, but then they both come into an agreement by the end and they both learn a lesson. And that structure kinda becomes very noticeable. I know that all the other seasons also had that type of structure, but it always felt naturally woven into the narrative. They also feel like they ran out of ideas. They sort of repeat the same lessons and same things they learnt in season 2 and 3 again.
In season 4, what can the audience expect?
It's the same.
And the entire first 4 episodes of this season meander around the same, like, oh, we changed, oh, long distance changed, oh, you should have been there. It gets to the main crux of the story when they again move into Mumbai, into the same flat they lived once upon a time. And for me, the show started working from there. That's when they go back to their house and they sort of are old now, and it's not as simple as it was before. Now there's another conflict with one of the characters having some kind of health issue now, and these things really show them growing up, and you see them really explore the ideas of the show of like aging and growing old and all that in a much more realer way. The spoiler alert, I guess, they get married. He proposes, and that entire 2 episodes arc is very nice. It's very sweet. If they have a nice party and he proposes and she proposes, they both are like, hey, of course we are gonna get married. And the last day they spend outside chilling, and that was a very nice choice where they didn't cut to like a big wedding and the entire last episode is just the wedding. The last episode was just them spending a night doing random things and just chilling, and that felt like a fitting finale to Little Things. It's just them doing little things again, just going, getting some chai, sleeping in the car, talking. It felt like a nice and fitting ending. I just wish the show was more consistent. If you've never watched Little Things, I would suggest watching season 1 and 2, and maybe you can skip season 3 and just get to season 4 because it's not super connected as well. So yeah, and I would give this season 6 out of 10, and I would give the entire show a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching this review. You can check out our other reviews, other podcast bites, and other videos. It's not the rest to say. We think it's really all things that no coping. Not many miles. The little things.